We're live. 2 minutes. About 30 seconds. Give me about 30 seconds. Troy Polamalu. Hold on. Gary Collins? Haven't thought about that name in a long time. Woo! All right. I just got done. Oh, look at this. Oh, God. I think, did we all forget how good he was? Did we all forget how good he was? All three of those interceptions would be anyone's highlight of their career. He had 3 of them. Damn. What's happening here? Let's see. We got Bradshaw. After work. I just interviewed Mangini Collection. John Mangini. It was a very fun conversation. I'm gonna try to put that video out either later tonight, tomorrow morning, at some point. That video will come out. I'm also supposed to on Friday. It's tentative. We're coming up with the time here. The man's busy. A lot going on right now. But Run Good Life. James, I think. Pretty sure. Hope. He should be coming on, I should be interviewing him Friday. So the live might get pushed around or something because that interview, takes precedent. I'm going to, whenever I could get him in, let's get him in. So that'll be a fun conversation as well. What else? Baseball cards. Yeah, I enjoyed talking with him. It was a fun conversation. We went 12 different ways. It was just a lot covered in a 40-minute conversation. Depending how late we run tonight, I'll edit it up. There's not much editing needs to be done. Put it out tonight, late tonight, tomorrow morning. Worst case scenario, Monday. Friday, I should, repeating myself, Run Good Life. Anyways, I want to try something different tonight. And I need some sort, if I'm coming on 4 times a week, there needs to be some structure to this thing some days. Not every day, but some. I can't be winging it every night for 2 hours. So something I've wanted to do for a long time, you can help me do it, is I wanted to come up with card relevant by team. And eventually we'll do every NFL team. Tonight we're going to do the Steelers. We'll focus on a baseball team, depending how long this runs. I figure we can get through 2 teams. We'll do the Pirates. And we'll see how many players are legendary, not only legendary, hold some card relevance, hold some card value through the years. Because what we're going to find, at least my hypothesis, what I think, my theory is what we're going to find is there isn't all that many per team. There isn't that many Cincinnati Reds, Milwaukee Brewers. Pittsburgh Pirates might have a few. They've been around since 1903. Maybe even prior. Maybe I'm even wrong. Maybe the even late 1800s. So you're talking about a franchise that's historical. The Cubs might have a few, but I'd still think the list is going to be shorter than we think. So that's the plan tonight, is to do baseball cards. And I already have Terry Bradshaw. We'll do the research tonight. I'm going to do it anyways, so why not do it together? We'll come up with, and you could help me if there's a bubble player, which there is, by the way. There's plenty of bubble guys. You can help. Yeah, Dave Parker, Bill Mazeroski, but I want to look at their cards. They are. I agree with this. But do the cards show that they're Hall of Famers, they're legends? When's the last time you heard Bill Mazeroski or Dave Parker as a bit, is someone you need to go get? Maybe if you're collecting the set, maybe if you're a big Pittsburgh fan, but how relevant are they to cards? I don't know. Maybe not that relevant. Maybe they're relevant enough to make the list. Maybe not. So I have a lot of stuff up. I think football. I want to start with football. Baseball is going to be deep. That baseball is going to be a little deeper, but football, it's just Terry Bradshaw, who is this? NFL.com. When was this written, by the way? Doesn't say. Am I missing it? I don't see it. Anyways, not a long time ago. We have NFL.com ranking Terry Bradshaw the number one Steeler of all time. He's a quarterback. His card does hold relevance. I think I have it up right here. In a PSA 9, it sold December 5th, 2024. There's only 21 of them in a PSA 9. It sold for $33,000. So, you have to say it's card relevant. I'm going to get rid of the ticker. I don't want to leave it all night. I'll put it back at some point. I think it's a little annoying at points, but shout out to the members. Thank you for supporting. I'll do a video soon for the members. But PSA 9, Terry Bradshaw, $33,000. There's 21 of them. PSA 10, there's 3, and it last sold for $430,000. Now that's 2021 money. Who knows what this card sells for today? There's only 3 of them. There's only 3 of them. That's still an awfully high price. That's a 2021 price. Card Ladder has it, not that I trust this, 63% overvalued. So, they have at least the same thought as I do. In a PSA 10, it sold for $430,000. So, yes, Terry Bradshaw clearly belongs on this list. Baseball gets a little convoluted because there's people that chase sets still. There's people that do build sets of vintage. There's people that... and so that sways sometimes some of the card prices. Baseball is going to be a little harder to do. I think football will be easier to do. Number 2 is Franco Harris. Is he... let's look it up. So I doubt he has a player tab. He sure does. Prove me wrong. 1976 looks like his rookie year. So in a PSA 6, it's $22. That's his rookie card. There are 70 of them. I assume, let's double check. Yeah, same card. 1976, different card. Images. 1973. 1973. Fact checked. So, I'm not going to be on one tonight. I'm not going to be going crazy. 1973, there's no cards. Why are you talking about eBay? Franco Harris signed 1973 Topps rookie card. Why would they not have his rookie card in the card ladder thing if he has a, let's see, 1973. So, it's going to be a research show. We're going to dive deep into the Steelers, the Pirates. I just want to see how it flows, how it goes, how I feel. We might turn it into a series doing all the teams. I'm going to look at chat real quick. I need to look earlier. 1973, 73. Someone says 74. Flint doesn't like the live. Hey man, if I'm going to come live 8 hours a day, I can't a week. It can't be the same thing every night, just looking at the same content, hating every night. I can't do that 8 hours a week. I don't even enjoy that. So, this is research for me. It makes me more knowledgeable. It makes you more knowledgeable. Maybe it turns into a video at some point or a video series. But for me, this is if I'm going to do it anyways, why not do it with you on camera? But yes, maybe it won't be the same type of viewership for a video like this, or the same type of people in the in the comments or chat. All right, 19. I gotta keep my mind busy with this, or else 19. I have so many. Oh my goodness, get your life together. 1973. Here we are, $40. Let's do PSA 8. And this is date sold 380, 450. This is in high condition. Why didn't it have? I'd love to know the pop count. I know, how many there are. PSA 9, $2,600. You're getting up there, $2,700. So he definitely holds some relevance, at least his rookie card. That's what we're going to be looking at with these guys. There might be, looks like there's none in a PSA 10. So the highest grade, there's been, I see no sales, is a PSA 9. And it sold August 31st for $2,600. So I don't know. What do you got? I mean, this is cheap. Rugg says cheap. I'm curious, is this guy belong on the list, or is he not card relevant? Is Franco Harris? I mean, it's not someone I think right away, but if here's one play I want to make. If you're the second best Steeler all time, there's probably always going to be somebody looking for a Harris rookie card. I was surprised Lynn Swann. I'm looking at, so I have a bunch of, I have some things. I even pulled Lynn Swann up. But this is the all-time by Sports Illustrated, the all-time Steelers team. I'm addressing 46 players, And at receiver, he has Hines Ward and John Stallworth. And I was kind of surprised Lynn Swann was not on this list, not one of them. The problem is you're mentioning some all-time greats, Jack Ham, Jack Lambert, but are they card relevant? Who the hell, maybe a small niche, and the prices will prove it. I mean, it's a little surprising that if this is the second best Steeler of all time, in a 9, it goes for 2,600. There's, but in an 8, that's the top grade from what I see. I haven't seen a 10. In an 8, the next grade, it's going for 300, 400. I mean, you could pick up a 6 for $100, $80, $100. Does that count to make the list, or is that not something we put on the list? I mean, it's tough. Swan is there on the bottom, you say. Oh, as a wide receiver, got it, with Antonio Brown. Are those I guess the backup receivers? There they are. But let's go over this list. Hines Ward is not card relevant. When's the last time anyone's going for a Hines Ward? Here's Cordell Stewart's rookie. Let's do Hines Ward. Hey, Paul, what's going on? Oh, it's going to be all autographed PSA 10, but you can pick them up for 100. Here's a 67. That is Hines Ward. $67, 67. Oh my God, I can't believe that I said that. PSA 10. These are autographed. Here's a $20 1998 Bowman Chrome PSA 10 sold for $20. Hines Ward does not make the list. It's overprinted at this point. There's way too many of them, too many options. Here's another PSA 10. Topps Finest, $46. These are all recent sales in August 2025. Bowman, 1998 PSA 10. And that's sold for what, $63. I don't put Hines Ward on the list, even though he's their third best, fourth best receiver all time. Or no, they have him as the first best. According to the Sports Illustrated article, he's suiting up number 1. Loved watching him play. Just a forgotten about wide receiver. There's so many. It's a what you do for me now type of culture. I mean, I didn't make the Sports Illustrated list. He didn't play long enough, but he did things. At least I don't think he played long enough. He did things that were not in the box score. He was of all the wide receivers, he's up there. I put Debo maybe up there, but I think Hines Ward would make that block, he was playing every minute of every second of every down. I guess maybe not a Hall of Famer. The Bus, another one. Jerome Bettis, one great Steeler running back. They have him as the best Steeler running back of all time. He's not card relevant. The whole point of this, we can name a whole bunch of legends. I'm going to guess 90. What year's the Bus? 93? Let's try. Jerome Bettis. Is that his rookie? Yeah, sure is. Got it. His most no, is this by price or by date? By date. Hey, now that's a good $2,000 for the bust, the foil, 1993 SP. PSA 8 sold for $35. So there's maybe a market for one or two PSA 10s. The PSA 8, I'm not making it up. It sold the day before, September 13th for $34.99. Here's another one, $35. That one's a PSA 8. Oh, these two are 8. Yeah, these two are 8. This one's 8, $35. Here we got a 9, 170. I don't think he makes the list. And that's one card. How many different Jerome? Why is it just showing me the SP? Is that... Here's one for $8. PSA 6, $16. That SP card, no one buys anything else. Jerome Bettis, I know he had it. Here's the upper deck for $10. I mean, a PSA 6. Here's an auto copy for $100. I just don't put the bus. Again, I'm doing this with you guys a little bit on purpose. And I don't want to. My thought is no, he does not make all-time card relevant. Nobody's rushing out to get on the bus. If he's their best running back of all time, he does hold some relevancy because there's always going to be Steeler fans and there's always going to be somebody willing to pay $35 for his PSA 8 rookie card or $16 for his PSA 9 upper deck or PSA 6 upper deck rookie card. The PSA 10, this SP card, you saw for $2,000. That's out of the norm. That's one card. That's Hines Ward. Where's the bus? $10. This card is a popular card. 1993. I mean, this is where I go. If I was not, and this is exactly what I do if I was researching myself. 1993 SP football, and you're just gonna have to, it's not gonna be a wow kind of show. 1993 SP football PSA pop report. I gotta see how many PSA 10s there are. Yeah, I would guess under 50. I want to say under a dozen, but I don't want to be way off. But I'm going to guess under 50 at least. Bettis. Yeah, 41 foil. There's only 12 40s. So there's 41 copies. That one card does hold a good price at $2,000, but nothing. I mean, everything else is $20. It's $23 PSA. Same card, by the way. Here's his... Yeah, I mean, beautiful card. This is a perfect example why he's not on the list. You can go, it's a PSA 6, so be it. It's from 1993. There's not a ton of this graded. Topps gold for $20. I mean, maybe you could argue, okay, the PSA 10 of that maybe sells for more. You could also see it's hard to find these cards in good grade. Here's a PSA 6 that sold for $1.91. I have this card. Not that I bought it. I traded for it. I don't know, a bunch of those kind of 30 years ago. Anyways, we're done with the bus. He's not on the list. Hines Ward, I don't put him on the list either. And that's according to Sports Illustrated, their best running back and best receiver of all time. When Mangini gets worked up, it's the best. When he gets on that rant, that roll, which didn't really happen until towards the end of the interview. I got him passionate about something going. But it was a great conversation. Looking forward to it coming out. Anyways, Hines Ward, I don't put him on the list. Did we look up Franco Harris? I think he also was not. I feel like I'm saying it. His name comes off the tongue wrong. Let's see. Yeah, his rookie card wasn't. If his rookie card's not even on the goddamn card ladder thing, which I don't understand, what's happening here? We got 1982, 1976, 1977. Are we slipping? Is card ladder slipping? I don't know. 1980. Why is 73 not on the list? I don't want to just put him on because he's a legend or he's great. Franco Harris. PSA rookie 8. Now let's change that. An 8, 450, 381, the one next to it's $400 card. From 1973, his only rookie card. Very hard for me to put that on this list. PSA 4 is going to cost you under $100. 55, 31, 41, 30. I can't say there's a huge market for that. He's not card relevant. In a 10, there's those people that collect the set. There's those people who have a lot of money, and sure, that card's going to be inflated. I actually don't think there was any 10s. No, not that I see. So if there is, it's very rare. But in a 9, what was a couple thousand? Yeah, 2,600, 2,300, 2,000. It's a $2,300 card. If there's under 25 of them, I'm not putting them on the list. 1973 PSA Football Pop Report. Let's see how many there are. You know, this type of show, I get educated. Anyone willing to sit through this type of thing is also wanting to, you know, see this and be educated. It isn't going to garner, I think, the same sort of thing as a trash talker searching whatnot. Who the hell am I searching for? Harris. There's 2 10s, which we didn't see any sales. There are 121 9s, and there's only 607 8s. God, see, this is where, and baseball is going to be far harder. I'm going to have to come up with some parameters here. He's the best Steelers running back of all time. So anyone looking for a Steelers, collection, this is the card they're going to go get. I wonder what the 10, when the last time it sold for and for how much. What do you guys think? A list of Steelers? I mean, is he on the list? Professor in the Givey, I'm tardy. What we talking about? To catch anyone up that came late. Something I've wanted to do for a long time is go team by team. It's not going to be for everyone. It's going to be a lot for a certain crowd. I want to go team by team from every baseball, football, basketball, 3 sports I know, and create a list of how many players there are relevant in cards throughout the history. Because my guess is there's not that many. I'm debating the best running back of all time should go on the list or not. So that probably means Le'Veon Bell, who I loved watching and didn't do it long enough. That means when he did it, he's their second best running back according to the list. He's not card relevant. His stuff, is not, no one's going out looking for Bell. I'm not putting him on the list. I don't even look up his cards. We can. I just know he's not. That's like saying Todd Gurley is card relevant. He ain't. He's not. Rudy Johnson, the ex-Bengal. Okay, Le'Veon Bell was better than Rudy. How about Corey Dillon? Corey Dillon's not card relevant. A lot of times it comes down to quarterback. Let's look up Big Ben. That's probably the next guy because cards work that way. He's going to be on the list. God, good luck spelling his name. There he is. There's 212 of these. It sold for $8.99. It's tough, man. It's tough. I would assumed more. I would assume for more. In the PSA 9, there are 369. It sold for $180. I'm keep looking at chat. I keep looking to try to get your feel for if these guys should be on the list. And I just don't feel like I'm going to put Ben. I mean, he's their second best quarterback of all time. He won Super Bowls. There's too many of his rookie cards, even an autograph rookie. Is that 2004 is the same? Yeah, 2004 rookie. I mean, it's only last sold for $999. December 17th, 2024. There were 66 in a PSA 9. What'd the 10 sell for? $6,000. I mean, you got to put him on the list. Yeah, he's got to go on the list. So, Big Ben. I don't think I could pull the card from here. Let's see. Sure can. You're on the list.
Very nice.
Oh, that was garbage.
Very nice.
A little better. Big Ben makes the list. Franco Harris, do we put him on? There's going to be a line soon. There's not going to be many more Steelers. You're not going out collecting Steelers offensive linemen. You're not going out collecting Heath Miller or LB Nickel. Nobody's going out collecting Sam Davis and John Kolb. And then when I say nobody, sure, there's that tiny niche of football vintage guys. Oh my God, look at this garbage. Look, last night we watched Pac-Man do it on, oh Jesus, can't get away from it. I wanted it to be a chill show. Just can't. It's the worst toy I've ever seen in my life. Do I want to make a video on it. I mean, it's, oh, thank God. Now we go to a credit card. It is the worst toy I've ever seen in my life. You know, and then it's fine. So someone goes gets a Sam Davis. So what? The PSA 10 sells for an inflated or a different kind of price because someone is in that. There's a very small amount of people in that market looking for that thing. And then you go get the Franco Harris for $35, $100, $200. Like, it's just that two, because there's 2 of them or 12 of them that, you know, it sells for a large price. That's more about the vintage. It's more about the year. It's more about the set. It's more about having the best of the best rather than the player. Mean Joe Greene. He's got to be on. What? Mean Joe Greene. Let's look. Let's take a look. Reading Rainbow. I can do anything. What am I? Mean Joe Greene. He spells his name a little different. I'm different. Pull up to the sea with my son and missus. Sorry, I'll stop. I can't even think of where the, there we go. Green. We run into the problem that they don't have his rookie here again, is there's no way his rookie's from 78. God damn it. No chance. Why is there, that's weird. I give Card Ladder some love. That's weird. PSA graded. PSA 9. This is off center for 406. Here's an auto version, 6'9", just defenders. I mean, he's one of the best defenders of all time. It sold for $280. I'll take it. Sold. Okay, 22 grand for this one. Wait, what? I didn't click the right one. Okay. PSA 9 sold for $22,000. Just what I have to do, you guys. If you don't like, you know, some people, yeah, it's how I research. I got to see the pop report now. 1971 football PSA pop report. You see, I've been there before. That's for damn sure. We're looking up. Oh, it's Bradshaw's rookie. Okay, Green. Wow, boy, did the Steelers come up that year. Did the Steelers draft Mean Joe Greene? Is that a Steelers card? Where are we? Sure is. Holy cow. The 1971, whoever was in that front office, whoever was the scout. Holy moly. Mean Joe Greene and Terry Bradshaw, the fix is in. There's 0 in a 10. There's 14 in a 9. So there's only 14 copies of that card, and that's why it sells. And that's what the manufacturers are not really understanding right now. This is not a fake scarcity. It's not a created or manufactured scarcity. There's no 10s ever. And what do we say? 14 9s? That's the difference between his card and the Hines Ward, or even by the, well, what year was Franco Harris? That wasn't much later, but that's crazy. It sells for that much. The 8's going to be so much less. What's the 8 sell for? How many were in an 8? 272. Come on now. Yeah, the 8's $1,700. Rugg says it's a bang. I mean, does it make the list? We can look up his second year card. That's got to be Joe Greene. Let's get rid of rookie. 1972. $100 for a PSA 8. Some value. 273. Oh, it says only 39 higher. So the 9 and 10 must sell for a lot. I don't see a true 9. Here's one, $1,500. This sale was November 2024. It's almost a year ago. Crazy to think. Damn, Joe Greene and Terry Bradshaw in the same year. I thought, this might be tougher than I thought. Once we do one or two teams, once I do one or two teams, I'll have some parameters, some things to compare. I mean, he's their best defender all time. That keeps him relevant. His second year card in a PSA 9. It's very rare. There's only 39 in this copy or a 10 combined. Sold for $1,600. he's going to stay. I mean, there's just not a huge market for NFL defensive players. There's not a huge market even for NFL vintage. Same year is crazy. Same year is crazy. All right. I need to make some decisions. Stop it. This is their best passers all time. Big Ben, Terry Bradshaw. Then it goes to Cordell Stewart. That's insane. From yards, Big Ben had 64,000 yards. The new league is the new league. Even then, the passing, it's even got more passing friendly and quarterback friendly. But even when Big Ben was playing, it was very quarterback friendly compared to the 70s, where Bradshaw has 27,000 yards. Big Ben, in fairness, did play, 80 more games, but this is more than double the yards, and he didn't play more than double the games. And then it's a big drop, 13,000. Cordell Stewart, he was fun to watch. I mean, he has a lot of rushing yards if we saw that. I don't know, a lot, but more than the top two guys. Neil O'Donnell, 1,200. Big drop-off. Tommy Maddox, their number 9 most yards quarterback of all time. Insane. No other quarterback goes on the list. Let's check running backs. 11,950 yards, 91 touchdowns. He's on the list. I don't, I'm not even going to, he's got to be on the list. 1973. You just made the list. All right. After the stats, I mean, card relevant. The stats somewhat, there's always going to be Steeler fans or an NFL collector looking for that. So, but the next best running back was Le'Veon Bell from what I saw. We'll have to look at those numbers. He doesn't make the list. No chance. Some baseball cards. I wanted to get into some baseball. I think this is going to take longer than I thought. I think we'll see how long the football section takes. And it also warps my brain a lot more than just coming on here talking. I'm already tired from today, work, interview. So it does, but I have a lot of baseball stuff up as well. I'm writing a book. I'm on chat. It's taken me a year and a half. I will, I'm on chapter 30, final chapter. If you've watched, you've heard this before. I have to go back, edit it. I'm going to look for an agent. I'm not going to try to self-publish yet. I'd like to look for an agent, but it involves Honus Wagner. They're the best Pirate of all time. Also on that team, the number 7 Pirate of all time they have is Babe Adams. He won 3 games in the 1909 World Series as a rookie. His rookie year, he was a little older. He was 27, I believe. But he won 3 games. And Cap Clark, who was the manager / player at that time, he's their 10th best player all time, Hall of Famer. And it was his decision to pitch Babe Adams. He also played really well in that World Series. That World Series is against the Tigers and Honus Wagner. And what else do we have in common in 1909? Well, that's the year T206 cards came out. And gambling's a huge thing in today's culture. Gambling's always been a thing. There's just never been the internet. The horse races, degenerate. People snuck away to get to those. Baseball, degenerate. Players betting on themselves, and it was accepted. And it kind of should be that way today. What does it hurt if you're betting on yourself? That doesn't change the outcome. It makes you only play harder. I don't know. I think maybe there's going to continue to be gambling scandals. The NBA's got a problem. College has got a problem. Let the kids bet on themselves. Why not? Let's get a good product. Anyways, these guys were betting on themselves. They were making bets during the game. The only way it was a scandal back then is if you bet against your team. It makes logical sense. I mean, say something in the chat. Where am I wrong here? Anyways, my book follows a bookie named Eli, 1909, and it takes place in the last 20 regular season games. And the last 7 chapters every chapter is a day, and it covers the life and it also covers the game, all accurate. Done well. It can't be all baseball. It gets boring. But the last 7 chapters heavily focus on the World Series. It was a great World Series. The first World Series to go to a final game. There was a 7-game World Series prior, but it was a 9-game series, I believe. So it didn't go the full way. And it happens to be Wagner versus Cobb. So it follows Eli as a bookie, the mob. He brings on Jackson, a younger guy, to help him finish the season. It's going to be busier. thefts, poker games, boxing matches, rigged this, rigged that. It's a fun book. So that's what I've been working on, and it involves quite a few Steelers: Honus Wagner, Babe Adams, Fred Clark, a few more. I highlight some Tigers, but the story does follow the gambling aspect more. It to make it entertaining, to make it interesting. It follows Eli. Anyways, let's go back to the Steelers. Frank, how many people did I lose talking about that right there? It looks like you're here. Jack Ham feels like a name. Rod Woodson should be on there. Troy Polamalu should be on there, but let's go take a look. We were watching, when we started the show, it was Polamalu highlights. And unreal. He had 3 straight plays that anyone, most defensive backs, they would love to have that as their number one highlight. And these were just 3 just excellent interceptions. PSA 10, upper deck, 175. SP auto, 492. 180. 217. Here's a Gold X refractor. Ooh-wee on the Gold X. PSA 10 is sold for quite a bit of money. $3,000. One of the best defensive players I ever saw. In a PSA 9, it's going to be a far different story. We have an $80 card. Same card. Well, not the gold. Oh, here's the same gold one in the 9. $700. I want to put him on the list. $55 PSA 9. Bowman Best. Love the card. Nice looking card. I need to get one of his rookies in my collection. I'm collecting every NBA player to ever play. I also have a very deep NFL rookie card collection because every time back in the day, I'd open something, I'd save every rookie card. I put every rookie card away. Anytime I go to a show, I look through all the cheap rookies. It's very easy. It's fun to pick all that stuff up. I have NFL's a bit different. There's more receivers than there is point guards. There's 3 starting receivers versus 1 starting point guard. The NFL has a 56-man roster, 53, 56, 53. No, I think it's 53. NBA has a 12-man roster. So yeah, it's much deeper in NFL, but I do have quite a lot of records. Don't think I have a Polamalu. Does he make the list? HRE, this guy says yes. The Steel Curtain is a good. Purple People Eaters and the Steel Curtain. Is it the purple? What is it? Not the Purple People Eaters? Did I say that wrong? I think that's right. They must have cool nicknames. My dad mentioned when he was on, I already forgot the goddamn linebacker's name. In the 60s, the Cowboys had a cool nickname for their defense. We don't get that anymore. The Steelers were the last one. Legion of Boom. He makes it on his hair alone. I think he needs to be on the list. His cards are not. All right, here's what I'm going to do. Either way, we can amend things. I know this isn't set in stone. I need to do 3-4 more teams. I need to compare this to how other teams look, what other players are there. I think I think Hines Ward doesn't make the list, clear in the prices. I think Mr. Hare does here. So yeah, let's put him on the list. Now, Rod Woodson, I don't think will make the list. There's no auto, no Gold X refractor that's selling for, oh, God damn it. Selling for, oh, Jesus Christ. How bad am I going to mess up that name? Pola, first of all. Polamalu. Troy Polamalu. All right. That's what we got so far. It's going to take it's a bit tougher than I thought. A bit tougher than I thought. Jerome Bettis, we went. Willie Parker's the third most rush. Look at that drop off. Almost 1,200 yards. Just missed it by 50 for Harris. 91 touchdowns. This was a baller. I was born in 85. 72 to 83. Played in 165 games. Averaged 72.4 yards a game. You have the bus under him with a little bit more, 72.9 yards a game. And look, this is the whole thing with the card relative. Once you get down to the 8th player, that dude rushed for 29 yards a game. The 7th player rushed for 35 yards a game. Najee Harris is already their 6th best rusher of all time. Nobody's going to get a Rashard Mendenhall. Some of these other players were before my time. I'm not quite sure on some of these guys, but I guarantee you no one's rushing out. Rashard Mendenhall played for the Steelers. It says from 2008 to 2012. He scored 29 touchdowns. That's admirable. No one's going out. He's not on, so it's for a lot of these teams. We looked at quarterback. I know I'm struggling with the top players, but there's going to be no one to look at after the top players. Roethlisberger made our list. Bradshaw didn't make our list. And after that, it's nothing. Tommy Maddox has their 9th most yards. What about touchdowns? We have Roethlisberger with 418, Bradshaw with 212, and then Stewart with 70 passing touchdowns. Neil O'Donnell, throwback name. How long did he play there? Only from 91 to 95. 68 touchdowns. None of these, after the top 2 quarterbacks, there is no Steeler quarterback that's relevant in cards. Or in, Cordell Stewart was fun to watch. Nobody's, Neil O'Donnell's not someone we talk about ever. Rushing the same way. Walter Abercrombie, Rocky Bleer, Barry Foster, Dick Hoke, Frank Pollard, averaged 35 yards a game, scored 20 touchdowns in 8 seasons from 1980 to 1988. Nope. 30 fumbles. 30 fumbles, bro. How many games did he play? 111. Oh, no. Where was he? 30 fumbles right here. Was I looking at the wrong guy? I don't know. 31 fumbles. They play 135 games, a lot of games. Franco Harris, 90 fumbles. It's a lot of fumbles. He had a fumbling problem. He also had a touchdown problem. Anyways, Franco Harris got to make the list. Did he make our list already? Yes. The question is, does Jerome Bettis make the list? I know we already looked him up, but $19 for a Stadium Club PSA 9. This is that's a nice card, by the way. I always love fine. This is the refractor. Sold for $137. You know how many options you have to go get yourself? Now that's 94. His rookie year is 93. So that might be a second year card. It does say rookie star. I think that would be a second year card. 19, 20, 29. Here's this is what kept popping up. This SP card. Hard to put him on the list, man. $22. We looked at his Topps Gold. There was a PSA 6 sold for $20. Any thoughts? Long career. Any thoughts? Does this guy make our list? Make the list. I'm $25. 30. Look how many options there are. $11. I remember these cards. My uncle had a ton of this stuff. Pawned it off on me. They came out, I think, this year with calling cards. It was like a plastic card. It was a calling card. It was hilarious. I just don't see it in the card prices. I see too many. I see one card that holds value. Sold for $200. In a PSA 10, 2000. Let's go look up PSA 10s. All that's going to come up is that SP card. Yeah. There, $36. I don't see it. And then if I don't put him on the list, if I ever make a video about this, how's Jerome Bettis on the list? Well, you can get his PSA 10 Topps rookie for $100. You get many options here. $80 autograph. That's $94. Get out of here. Here's a PSA 10. I know this is not licensed here. $60. $72. This PSA 10. God, that doesn't even look like him. Holy cow. That's not the guy I remember. The Bus had a rap song? All right. Please. Damn it. I would have loved to hear that. No, it's not on YouTube unless that's definitely not Jerome Bettis there. What have we been going? 45 minutes. I don't expect, this is kind of a trial live. I'd like to do this once a week. It's hard to just come on and go on whatnot and be negative. You think I like, I have to talk about it because it bugs me and it's important to talk about. But it also can be frustrating if I'm doing that live with you guys 8 hours a week. It can create and also you just can't do the same thing every show. Eventually that becomes boring. So I'm playing with it. If you're here, the people here that'll watch after, the plan is one day of social media, YouTube, Instagram, whatnot, one day of research, more card research, one day of this. And I haven't figured out the fourth day yet. I kind of want to do a year in review. Go back to 1997. Go back to 1977. Go from January to December. What's going on? Cards, card sets, standings, players, highlights. That's where my brain's heading. Will it work? I don't know. But I can see, number one, a burnout from me coming on here 4 days a week, doing the same thing, the same shtick. Once a week, twice a week, all right. But every live can't be that. Not if I'm going to sustain doing this 4 days a week. And so I don't know how these videos will do. I don't know. Right now, my critique live is there's too much going on with you guys watching, with the chat, with tabs, with making sure this, with making sure that, and then putting my brain. It's been a long day also, but putting my brain into it shouldn't take so long to decide if the goddamn Jerome Bettis and Franco Harris are on the list. It's also the first team I've done. As I do more teams, it'll be more clear. Okay, this is an obvious yes, and no, this is an obvious no. Anyways, that's where my brain's at. If you're watching, so far we have Terry Bradshaw, Big Ben, Franco Harris, and I need to go pull a Polamalu to put over there. Let's see how good my memory is. Polamalu. Yep. Long day. Hey, I remembered that. Way to go. Way to go. Pat on the back. Pat on the back. But yes, this is a different flow, different feel. It's hard to get in the groove a little more because I'm thinking, I'm researching. It's a little harder to get in the groove, especially the long day. The Bus, I'm not putting him on the list. Sue me. He's not on the list. We're looking at a PSA 10 here for $70. Here's another PSA 10 Fleer for $50. Oh, I love that with the Ultra Rookie thing here. Love it. Before its time. Now everything has that. Le'Veon Bell, no way. I mean, he's just not card relevant. He is the fourth. He's up there, 5,000 yards. He did it for 4 years. It's kind of like saying, is Todd Gurley card relevant? Todd Gurley is not card relevant. Le'Veon Bell and Todd Gurley, I both got on my damn dynasty team. Ooh, I ran the league that year. I think I won. And I'm like, I am set up. It's hard to get running backs. I have the two of the top 5 running backs in the league. Gurley gets hurt. Bell goes on a holdout, and the rest is history. And so is my team. God damn it. And I also have Joe Burrow. It's a 2-quarterback league. Joe Burrow, Bryce Young, and CJ Stroud. And so, I'd start Burrow in one of the other two. Now I'm forced to start the other two. Not going to be, that might be the season right there for me. And none of these other guys make the list, Charles. Willie Parker, 24 touchdowns. He did it for 5 years. Hell no. No way. No one's going to buy a Willie Parker card. No one. And Le'Veon Bell, let's look it up. We'll do it some justice, but there's just no way. Le'Veon Bell. We'll start with the 9. I mean, $10. Topps Chrome refractor. Now it's a 9, but it's $10. There's a $2 one. This card costs what? 20 to grade, 15 to grade. Even if it was graded back in the day, 12 at minimum, it sold for $2. Here's another one for $5. So no, Le'Veon Bell, I didn't even have to look up. He's not on the list. No chance. Here's an auto rookie. Cool card, by the way. Numbered to 600. Serial numbered. Or at least printed. Sold for $44. Nah, no way he's on the list. What's the PSA 10s going for? Under 100 would be my guess. The majority. $70. PSA 10 sepia refractor. Beautiful card. $70. That's what that's what these knuckleheads don't understand about today. This is a $70 card, not a $700, not a $7,000 like it's treated right now. It's in the long term, they're lucky if these cards, because now there's way more of this garbage printed than in 2013. And you're asking me if Le'Veon Bell's on this list here of all time. He's their what? Fourth best rusher of all time. If we go by touchdowns, number 3, tied with Cordell Stewart, by the way, did it for 4 years. This card here, PSA 10, $70. No. And that was my hypothesis 2 years ago when I came up this idea. That was my theory when I started going live here today. I shared with you is that not that many players are the Steelers are a historic franchise. There'll be some more. We got to go through the defense a little harder. We got to take a look a little deeper, but their third most, their how do I want to put this? Their third leading rushing touchdown player of all time is Le'Veon Bell, and he doesn't even sniff the list. It's not close. Exactly, Paul. I agree. I mean, this is a cool card. It's not, they're treating this as a $22,000 card right now. They're treating it as a $2,200 card right now. It hold a nice 220. It's serial number to 15. So you want to talk about a patch. You want to talk about an auto. You want to talk about serial numbers. This has got it all. 10 auto, 10 card. It's $220. That's probably his most prestigious rookie card that he has. You know how much less there was printed? The other argument I'll make on the other side, add to it, is he had very little of this in 2013. Almost none of this in 2013. Now, there's a different set printed every 2 weeks with this kind of stuff. What's the blue one? Where'd that blue one go? $31. These knuckleheads. The guys buying today, they're going to lose. This is when I get certain, because I get doubters in comments. I get doubters when I talk to Gio or talk to even other content creators are like, no, man, the mystery packs have been around a while now. It got Chris Sewell thinking. Mangini today, it's probably sustainable. When these cards fall to these prices, because no one gives a shit about the third best rusher of all time for a team, you're losing tons of money. Tons of money. And there's way more printed of this kind of crap now than there was then. Way more. 50x. Probably more. $52. PSA 10 autograph on-card rookie card. Man, that one's $1,800. Hey now, ho now. He still doesn't make the list. There's always those, yeah, this looks good. That price looks good. But as you can see, 48, an autograph, numbered to 50. Why the hell did the golds, why the hell did the gold sell for $1,800? This is numbered to 50. We looked at we looked at this one, numbered to 15. What? This is when I what's going on here? Why did this sell for $1,800? Makes zero sense. What are the people doing with their money? Oh, there's 10 of these. Oh my God, there's 5 less. It's select. It's not even, I don't even like, I like this Topps Chrome is way nicer than this select. In my opinion, this year right here, what we're looking at, I like that Topps Chrome card a hell of a lot more than I like that gold card. Hey, Paul says, I'm all over the subject. It plays out exactly how you're thinking. Yes, I agree. But it would be nice to have it on a chart. I think for me, for anyone, it also could transition all this research into a nice video. But this is also, if we're doing one team a day, it's a 90 show project here. I don't see us getting to the Pirates. I thought we would. I have all this Pirate stuff up. I was looking forward to doing Pirates. I'm writing a book featuring 3 of these players. There's just no way. We've been going an hour, and I didn't start till 6. I got 15, 30 minutes left. Lynn Swann is the next guy we have to decide. Oh. There's very few. Oh, God, that's it? I mean, there's very few of these. There's almost none. Unless this is this is the highlights card. Okay, that's why. There it is. August 27th. Oh, 2020? The last time this card sold. I bet it goes for more. It sold for $9,000. There's got to be less than 5. PSA 9 is going to sell for a lot more. Or, excuse me, a lot less. Excuse me. 900, 760. Here's one. Why? This is off center. Okay. 300, 165, 821. I feel like he has to be on the list. I mean, when I thought about Steeler receivers, he was the first name that came to my mind. PSA 8. I mean, just no love, no respect. 159. It's crazy how big the jump is. And some of it's rarity. There's a certain collector that wants the most rare, the rarest. I got to look it up now. That's just how it goes. 1975 Topps Football PSA Pop Report. I'm going to say under 5 and a 10 and under 200 and a 9. That's the main card there. Is it 2 ends or 1? I think it's 1. No, 2. There's 14 and a 10. So more than 5. There's less than 3,000 total copies graded. There's 278 and a 9 and only 766 and an 8. And that 8's going to sell. We're in the 8 right here. 163, 220. I say he makes the list. What do you throw in? Swan, says Reef. I kind of agree. Yeah, we'll put him in there. You just made the list.
Very nice.
Lynn Swann. Antonio Brown, no chance. Not putting him on the list. What's going on here? Transparent, as I try to be. Bold. There we are. There's our list. 5 of them so far. And we've looked at, there's no more running backs. There's no more quarterbacks. I doubt, am I missing a receiver? I am. Stallworth. Wow, 12,000 yards from Mr. Hines Ward. I mean, now, Hines Ward and Antonio Brown played in a different era than John Stallworth and Lynn Swann. They play in a passing era where the other two didn't. Now, you could argue Hines Ward didn't play in as big of a passing era, or it just becomes so much more quarterback and receiver friendly with the rules. Hines Ward also played a lot more years for them. Interesting. I mean, Hines Ward, we already looked up, didn't make the list. I can't imagine. Antonio, I think I spelled his name right. $2. Yeah, it's 8, but did I spell his name wrong? 25 and a 9. I mean, that's not a 87 for this. God, their stuff's they're gonna lose so much money. People today are gonna lose so much money. He's not on the list. I don't even care what it's on a 10. And the reason that Swan makes it and Stallworth will probably make it is because the scarcity, the limited quantity. If there wasn't so many options here, I mean, it's a $52 card. These are the most expensive we've seen. $145 with a patch. Oh, we're back to Le'Veon Bell. My bad. Here it is. $300 for an auto rookie. It's not terrible. $385 for the National Treasure. You want to throw out a big name. National Treasure, Gem Mint 10, autograph rookie, Antonio Brown, $300. And then non-rookie, we have $10 in a PSA 10, $46. That's an interesting Donruss rated rookie. I've never seen that. I guess I never saw a 2010 Donruss football rookie card. That's interesting. 250 for auto, 90 for auto. That's the Sage. $20 PSA 10, $50 PSA 10. This one is serial number to 50 or just 50 printed. There's only 2 in a PSA 10, sold for $50. Larry Brown, New York City. I'm not putting him on the list. I mean, just there's too many options. I don't see. I mean, it's $30, $26. That's the score. That's one of the lowest. Here's a silver Panini Rookie and Stars, $100 PSA 10, $55 PSA 10. That's Juju Smith. Why is he there? $46 PSA 10. I mean, it holds a little value, but to say it's card relevant, people are going to argue it, but I don't see it. Is he their most receiving yards all time? Hines Ward was. How about touchdowns? Hines Ward, then Antonio Brown, then Stallworth. And then our boy Lynn Swan. Let's look up Stallworth. And then I think it falls a lot. Now, my brain, I might do the rest of this offline and let you guys know who else makes. I need to think. I need to eat. John Stallworth? No. H. Dead air, dead air, dead air. I'm tired as new. I'm just trying a trial kind of show, see how it goes. PSA 10, 2,800. A PSA 9, auto 10, 373. PSA 8, auto 10, 146. 170. And you jump down to a 9. It's $100. $88. Guys, come on. He's not card relevant. Nobody's going out to get a PSA 9 rookie card of one of the best Steeler wide receivers of all time. And a PSA 9, it's $135, $140. I just don't see it. 116. Now in the 10, there's going to be so few. That's why it's still only sold for $2,000. $2,800. It's a fairly recent sale. This is September 14th, 3 days ago. I'm not putting them on the list. You could argue. We could argue. We could look at the numbers too, though. How about an 8? $45, $30, $23. It's 1978 Topps. 1978 Topps football, baseball cards. Who the hell are we looking up? Stallworth. He has 2,850 in a 10, 656 in a 9, 1,108. I'm sure most in Pittsburgh aren't fans of Antonio Brown anymore. True also. Stallworth definitely has a better legacy. I mean, Antonio Brown really, and there's too many options. People could go buy anything. There's only one Stallworth. And there's 50 in a 10. 656 and a 9. I mean, it's very limited. There's only 50 copies better, and it still only sells for $100. I mean, I just don't see it. There's less than 200 people out there that want to spend money on this card. There's probably less than 50 people out there that want to spend money on this card. It's a rough put on the list kind of thing. Now here, I'm going to end soon. We're not going to finish. I am going to end soon. But the reason baseball is going to be so much harder is that old stuff, I'm going to have to figure it out before I go live again with one of these, is that old stuff does hold value because there's more collectors of it. People are getting sets. People are collecting the PSA 7 in a set, PSA 8. And some of the more obscure players still hold some value where that's just not the same for football. And we see it with Stallworth, we see it with Le'Veon Bell, we see it with Hines Ward. It's just not the same. And now those two guys are not vintage. Who else did we look at that? Franco Harris was tough to put on the list. He makes it. These are the 5 we'll end with. I'm going to do some thoughts and think, and maybe there'll be a part 2 of the Steelers and we'll roll it into the Pirates. But, thanks for being here an hour. I need to eat something. I'm going to try to edit, or at least there's very little editing to do with the Mangini interview, but I'll try to put that out later tonight or tomorrow. Guys, have a great night. I'll go live again Friday. I'm supposed to interview Run Good Life on Friday, so I'm still playing that by ear. I will end up going live at some point. Will it be 5 o'clock like normal? Unsure. But thanks for being here. I mean, give me some feedback. Can this be done better? Was it boring? I know it's not for everybody. If you're one of the people here, you're either here to support or you're here because you enjoyed. So me and Joe Greene might have made it. We did go over him, and now I can't remember. I think we're going to have to put him on the list. I can't remember. And so I got to think about this offline, come up with some parameters, thoughts. Maybe I already have most of the list done next time before I go live, so I'm not thinking so hard. We go over their career. That's a good idea, by the way. I like that idea. Anyways, guys, have a great night. Thanks for being here. I'll be back Friday. Saturday, we'll go live at 5. And look out for the Mangini interview and then soon to be the Run Good Life interview. Have a great night, guys. I'm going to end the stream. Hit the like button, as Timothy says. Subscribe. The bell. Jesus Christ. Have a good night, guys.